DJ here with a special review. Today we have the Boxlunch exclusive for Earth Day featuring Wally the Pop with the little boot implant. And here today I also have Mr. Transformers 96 here to go over the review with me.
Oh yes, was very excited about this pop. It looks super unique.
Yes, I am super excited. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I, for one, have not heard of a Wally Pop being released before this.
There was one before this. It was in a regular Disney series, but this is the second one. It's the only one in some sort of action stance. The other one was more boxed, you know, like I believe his wheels were kind of down too, and his hands didn't go far out. So this one has a lot of personality over the last one.
And I definitely, one thing to note, I love the boxing for this one. They definitely did something really unique here. This
is extremely cool because, as you can see on the back, it gives you a breakdown of how much of this is recycled and what pieces are recycled. So, as you can see, the figure is made of 20% of recycled material, the box itself is made of 80%, and the window section, the clear piece here, is 100% recycled material. So, not only is this Earth Day because it's Wally and what that movie represented and the fact that he's holding the plant, but they actually did like a conservative, you know, recycling effort within the figure and box itself, which is very cool.
Yeah, and it's one thing that I do love, that the texture of this box and how it just looks overall is very cardboard-like. It's very that natural, raw feeling to it. And I really just like the kind of natural state everything seems to be in. I really love the colors, and I feel like the hints of green on this box really make it stand out. I love the art on this one, and I love the little Wally down here.
Yeah, cute little tire tracks on there.
Oh yeah, I think this box is so well done and definitely worth the wait.
Absolutely. The box itself I really love. I actually plan to display this in the box. I will say that because it's made of a softer cardboard material, it's slightly more prone to being damaged, so be more careful with it. But just so you can get a little comparison here, here it is compared to the normal, you know, stock box. As you can see, the color's a little bit more dull, but that fits in that kind of nature type of styling like you were talking about. So,
and I also feel like it really works because I feel like the style of movie and film, it's kind of dollar colors when you're on Earth. So this really, I feel, works very well.
Completely.
And I really love this pop. This is one I had to have, and I've been talking about it for such a long time. I personally would have really enjoyed seeing him with if we had like an Eve companion to go with him or something like that.
Yeah, they did make Eve, so I think that we should definitely consider getting that. But it would be very cool if they did an Earth Day Eve.
Yeah, like where she's open and the plants inside her.
That would be super cool.
Or like, I don't know if the Eve that's done before her or before this one, like, wave.
She was just standing.
Did she have like the green little light on her?
I don't think so. So yeah, the green light. That would have been an easy thing to do too.
Oh yeah, definitely could easy repaint or something. But definitely something I really enjoy. I really think is gonna look well, and I kind of wish we had that Eve too. But I'm so glad that we actually have this one, and I think it's such a treat.
Yeah, so although the box is so unique and so nice, let's take at least one of these out and talk about the figure.
Definitely. Here we have them outside of packaging, and I have to say I absolutely adore them outside of packaging as well. I think he has such the cutest expression.
They're fantastic. Yeah, obviously the design of this robot you wouldn't think that it has much expression or, you know, like much of a personality based on its design. But as we saw in the film, he completely has a completely unique and lovable personality, which is really well transferred here in the pose of this pop.
And I really like the fact that, like, in the sculpt, he does have his kind of, like, eyebrows that are raised, and his head is slightly tilted. I feel like that gives such a great personality.
And as you can see, just between the two, like, the eyebrows being raised, they're, like, raised to a different degree. See, on mine, my one side is much lower than on Mandy's here, so...
That's an easy fix, though, because I had mine the same way, and I just kind of did that, and it, like, lifted it up a little bit. See?
Yeah, will it stay?
Yeah, you just have to...
You need some hot water and
yeah,
get it cold.
I think all you have to do is just give it a little pressure and it'll stay. Because that's what I did with one of mine.
Yeah.
And it seemed to pop up really easily, so...
Yeah. But yeah, overall, really liked the little head tilt and then the arms just extending, like holding out this little shoe with the plant in it and just being in awe of it is really great. So I do really enjoy the pose. As far as his actual design, I really like it as well. So there's no neck articulation though because of the pose and because of the awkward shaped neck. Although I mean he could have articulation because you just put the peg at the bottom of the neck instead of the top, and then it would be able to move. But you know it's fine. I would have preferred it, but obviously with the plant in front of his face, you wouldn't get much range anyway. But still, you know it's this full on statue, but that's fine. I don't really mind it too much.
And I think the detailing is pretty nice on this too, because you do get the little detailing on his chest, on the front paneling. I also love how clean the Wall-E sticker on the front is, really just well placed. I'm pretty sure it was a stamp or something they had. But overall, a lot of the detailing is very well done and very well, just like, I felt like they took the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love when little details look great.
You have some great sculpting in the treads of the of his little wheels there, which I definitely like. My issue is that there's no paint, like any, you know, sort of paint, like any dirtiness. I think that he obviously should be like really muddy and dirty and dusty on his treads. That's like a running joke in the movie with the cleaning robot that's always cleaning up after him. So I would definitely like to see it expressed here, because it's even expressed on his box with those, you know, muddy tread tracks. So it would be really cool. It just bothers me looking at him that he's just got those like just clean, just regular gray treads, especially since the treads themselves are the same color as the mechanics inside of them. So paint-wise, I think that they got pretty lazy on the treads, personally. I think there's a lot more they could have done. But sculpting-wise, it's very nice.
And I do understand that completely. Though this could be, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is when he, like, first finds the plant. And that's how he kind of looks at the plant and stuff. But they could have also been, like, towards, like, the end of the movie when he's trying to get the plant back and stuff. He could have, like, taken a moment. But
yeah.
And that's why his treads are clean.
His treads should be black, though, right?
Yeah, I think it is very one-toned, and I agree I would have liked to see either a darker gray for the tread or, like, not necessarily have to be black, but something a little bit different just to kind of make that pop.
Yeah, but, you know, it's a small complaint.
Yeah.
As a whole, really enjoying the pose and the overall just positioning of this pop. As far as other, like, little paint issues, this side doesn't have too much. You've got a little scrape, like, right there. Mine has a little bit more. It has some issues at the joint right here. You have a little dot there at the top, and then on the inside, oops, knocked them both over. On the inside arm, on the yellow piece, all of which are on the yellow. There doesn't seem to be any issues with the gray.
I don't think we've really shown the back.
Yeah, the back, as you can see. Very nice. You have those two, like, kind of almost battery pack, I guess.
And it's very detailed.
Yeah, I like the quartz in the back quite a bit.
Yeah, I feel like they did such a great job with just detailing on this pop. I feel like that's why I really like this, and I think it's well thought out, is because it's such an original sculpt, and it's something they really had to put the time and effort and make it look really awesome. And I will note that they may be slightly dusty or something. They might have this grayish...
Yeah, they have a bit of a film on them that you can wipe off, especially if you use any sort of liquid or water. That helps get it off. Except on the eyes. I can't seem to get the cloudiness on the eyes of mine off. So I don't know if that has to do with the recycled materials in this pop or what, because it is odd. That's something that, you know, obviously I haven't experienced on another pop, so it's a little weird that this one does have it. But it's small. It doesn't really matter because you can just wipe it right off. Yeah,
and I just think overall this is a pop that I would highly suggest to anyone who loves Wall-E or are looking for unique sculpted figures. I would definitely say pick this one up because I feel like it would definitely be a great thing to add to your collection.
Absolutely. I think the pop itself is really unique, and if you had the first one, I would totally recommend getting this one because it has so much more personality than the first one. And then as an Earth Day exclusive, I think it's really fun that the pop is themed to a holiday, and then the box itself is so unique. I mean, definitely much, you know, more different than anything that they've ever done box-wise. Yeah,
and I feel like we don't really celebrate Earth Day as much. Like, it's one of those kind of, like, D-list holidays, so I'm extraordinarily excited that they did something.
Yeah. I hardly even know when it's an Earth Day, let alone today I'm wearing a Wall-E Earth Day shirt, and then like I waited for this Wall-E Earth Day pop. I feel like I was well-themed Earth Day for me, more than usual, so I really enjoy that. I had a lot of fun with it.
But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know where to leave them.
And thanks so much for watching.